Do you ever wonder why some people seem to have it all? Money, success, status, while most people feel stuck doing the same things over and over. We live in the same world. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but somehow they always end up miles ahead of the rest of us. It feels unfair. But here's the truth. The top 1% aren't playing the same game as the rest of us. They follow a different set of rules. Simple, invisible rules that shape everything they do. The kind of rules that 99% of people completely ignore. Today, I'm going to break down these rules for you, and once you see them, you will be unable to ignore them anymore. You will start thinking differently, planning differently, living your life differently. People will notice the change in you, and your whole life will transform. So let's break them down one by one. Rule number 1. Guard your time because it is your most valuable asset. Money can be lost and made back. Opportunities come and go. But time, once it's gone forever. Most people act like they have an endless supply of time. They waste hours scrolling, binging shows, or doing things that don't matter. The top 1% guard their time like it's gold. They bite back by cutting distractions, delegating tasks, and saying no to things that don't move them forward. Now here's a challenge for you. For just 1 week, write down every hour how you're actually spending your time. You will notice hours disappearing into things like TikTok, following the latest gossip about celebrities you don't even know or like, refreshing Instagram, or arguing with complete strangers online over the stupidest of things. Add it all up and you will realize you're losing whole days of your life to nothing. And once you see where your time really goes, you can't ignore it anymore. But even more dangerous than wasting time is wasting your attention. And that's what the next rule is all about. Filter your information. Your mind is like a garden. If you let anything that the wind brings in to sprout, weeds will grow. But if you plant trees and flowers, those are what will grow instead. The problem? Most people let anyone dump garbage in their garden. News headlines designed to scare you. Gossip, endless drama on social media. The 1% filter ruthlessly. They protect their attention and only let in information that is useful to them. How much of what you consume each day actually helps you grow? Be honest. If most of it is noise, you're programming yourself to stay average. Start small. Replace 30 minutes of mindless scrolling with 30 minutes of a podcast, a book, or even a focused YouTube video that teaches you something useful. Because garbage in equals garbage out. And once you start protecting your mind, you'll notice the 1% always seem 10 steps ahead because they live by this next rule. Rule number 3. Always play the long game. The 99% chase quick wins, quick money schemes, quick results, quick comfort. The 1% are playing a completely different game. They're thinking in years, even decades. Imagine 2 runners. One sprints the first 50 meters, burns out, and then quits. The other, they pace themselves. They are steady. They are disciplined. Which runner wins? Always the one who plays the long game. Stop asking, what can I get today? What can I get this month? And start asking, where do I want to be in 5 years? That one change in perspective separates the top 1% from almost everyone else. But the long game only works if you follow this next rule. It's how the 1% grow faster while everyone else stays stuck. Rule number 4. Invest in yourself first. Most people spend money to look rich. New clothes, new gadgets, nights out. The 1% spend money to become rich. They buy books, they build skills, they work on their health, they pay for growth, they buy real estate. Think about it. Your phone will be outdated in 2 years. But a skill like selling, creating something, playing an instrument, social skills, leadership skills, those pay for a lifetime. So here's the rule. Before you spend money to flex, spend money to grow first. Every dollar you put into yourself multiplies. That is how you make yourself too valuable to be ignored. But even if you're growing, the wrong environment will drag you back down. And that is why the next rule is so critical. Rule number 5. Choose your circle carefully. You probably heard it before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is full of people who complain, who doubt everything, people with no dreams, people going nowhere, who love to cut others down instead of supporting them, you will sink with them. The 1% curate their circle like a playlist. They spend time with builders, with dreamers, with doers, people who push them higher just by being around them. So take a look around your own life. Who drains you? Who actually feeds your energy? Who supports you? Who wants to see you succeed? Your circle is either your cage or your launchpad, so choose the people around you wisely. But even with the right circle, there is one brutal rule that separates winners from quitters. Rule number 6. Be consistent even when it's uncomfortable. Here's the truth. Success is actually boring. It is not fireworks every day. It is mostly showing up again and again and again, even when it's dull, even when it's raining, even when you're tired, even when you're not in the mood. Most people quit the moment something feels uncomfortable. The 1% keep going anyway. They know that the boring, repetitive stuff is where real progress happens. Think about it. Brushing your teeth isn't exciting, is it? But you do it every day because the alternative is tooth decay, and that isn't fun at all. Success works the same way. If you skip the boring work, you just decay and you never succeed. If you stay consistent, your wins will compound. But consistency won't last if you depend on this one unreliable thing, and that is why the next rule matters so much. Rule number 7. Rely on systems, not motivation. Motivation is like a flaky friend. It shows up when it feels like it. If you rely on it, you will be inconsistent forever. The 1% don't wait to feel motivated. They build systems, morning routines that make the first hours automatic, workflows that cut out decision fatigue, accountability partners who hold them to their word. Systems don't care if you're tired, stressed, or not in the mood. Systems keep you moving no matter what. Here's the rule. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Build systems that make winning automatic. And once you've got systems, you need the courage to use them, which brings us to the next rule. Rule number 8. Take action before you feel ready. How many times have you heard someone say, I will start my business once I know enough, or I will start making YouTube videos once I have the money for a better camera, or I'll apply for that job when I feel more confident. Here's the thing. Those moments will never come. Waiting just keeps you stuck. The 1% act before they feel ready. They launch their business with what they've got. They will improve as they go. They will learn by doing. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of taking action. Start now. Start messy, and you'll build the momentum that everyone else is still waiting for. And once you start, this next rule ensures you will never stop growing. Rule number 9. Never stop learning. Most people stop learning the day school ends, and then they wonder why they stay stuck. The 1% keep learning every single day. And here's the thing. You don't need money to do this. Yes, they buy books and courses and hire mentors, but that's not all there is. You also have podcasts, YouTube videos, free libraries, so much knowledge at your fingertips. The problem isn't access. The problem is priorities. Most people spend hours on TikTok, drama videos, prank videos, arguing in the comments. The 1% use the same phone that you have to pick up new skills, study people ahead of them, and grow their mind. So here's the rule. Make learning non-negotiable. Even 20 minutes a day adds up to hundreds of hours a year. That is how you keep evolving and growing while everyone else falls behind. And the most important rule of all, the one that gives you ultimate power over your life, rule number 10. Take full ownership of your life. Let's be real. Life isn't fair. Some people are born with all the advantages, the money, the connections, the looks, the good health, even the country they live in. Others have to fight 10 times harder just to get the same opportunities. That's a fact. But here's the thing. You don't get to choose where you start, but you do get to choose how you respond to everything that is happening. The 99% focus on who's to blame. The economy, their boss, their parents, bad luck. The 1% take ownership. They ask, what can I control? What can I create? How can I turn this setback into an advantage? Ownership doesn't mean pretending that the playing field is equal. It is not. It means refusing to let your circumstances decide what you can and cannot accomplish in life. Your life is your responsibility. And when you accept that, you take back your power and you can finally take action to get the things you want in life. So now that you know the rules, the question is, are you actually going to follow them? Now is the time to decide if you want to join the 1% or if you want to stay average. If you're ready to step into the 1%, then drop a comment below and let me know which of the 10 rules hit you the hardest.